Hello!
Hello!
Should we do a little introduction for this one?
Because
It's going on YouTube, so...
as if our other ones are
I'm Latte,
I'm Tapioca.
and together we're...
CheezDuoz!
Do you want to do a little overview?
Of what we're doing.
What we're doing today.
We're having fun.
And
Yes, so we've both prepared questions because we know people are a little shy, and even if they are not so shy as to come up with questions, I'm sorry, but I don't always love, trying to be diplomatic here, I don't always love the questions.
You're not bullying for once.
For once?
For once.
I'm literally the nice one. I've prepared questions for you, but also like some of them we may both answer, and vice versa.
And if at any point you have a question about CheezDuoz,
Yeah.
let us know.
Let us know.
Send it over.
If you're
we
like-
may or may not answer it. If it's a stupid question, we won't answer it.
Yeah, we don't answer stupid questions.
We don't. We're not like that. If I was like a teacher in a classroom, I would be like, "That's a stupid question.
Yeah.
Shut up."
Yeah, I don't subscribe to there are no stupid questions because there
There
actually are.
There actually are. Winner chooses who goes first.
See, that's a punishment. That's not winning.
Good.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
You decide who goes first. I think this is a great CheezDuoz Lore question, though.
Okay, I'm very curious.
If you didn't know me, and we met right now, do you think we'd become friends? And how do you think your first impression of me would be?
Yeah. Well, I think about like how you're very like social, like kind of like you really intentionally put yourself into a social butterfly role at parties, and that's how I can imagine like a first encounter going, like you putting like a lot of like effort into, and like I can also be that way to some extent, although it's like also kind of, I don't know, I mean I feel like those interactions can feel very shallow, basically.
They can.
I think I would honestly, like, if we met and we engaged the way that you usually do at, like, parties, I would probably be like, oh, you're fun and cool, but I would just assume that we would not connect, basically.
Wow.
What are some ships you dislike and why?
Ships I dislike and why?
Yeah. What do you fucking hate in ships?
Okay, well, right now, I'm particularly annoyed by because one of the games that we play on stream is Sally Face.
Yeah.
And the main ship, it seems, for that fandom is Sal Fisher and Travis. And Travis is like this side character who really has like not very many interactions with Sal. And like, I understand why people would ship that, but I absolutely despise how popular it is in the fandom.
Yeah.
And I think it's so stupid when Sal Larry is right there.
Sal Larry is literally
It's
right
literally right there.
So like with the game that we finished playing, Omori, like I have a lot of opinions about a lot of ships, but they've changed is the interesting thing. I feel like when I like finished playing it myself, I didn't really dislike like Sunburn, Sunny, and Aubrey, but like now I kind of do dislike it.
Okay, yeah.
Like I don't want to like be like so extreme as to say like I like literally
I don't hate it, but I don't
like it.
I don't agree with it. I don't think
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's good.
I mean, I will say there's no ship that I'd be like, if you ship that, DNI.
Don't
Literally,
Yeah.
you're wrong and I hate you.
Well, I genuinely don't think I could be that way about anything unless you like Mitsuba.
Unless you brought Mitsuba from Hanako-kun into it.
Yeah.
What is the best photo in your phone of?
Oh, what is it up?
Yeah.
And I can't even check my phone. Cause like, it's like if you're asking like what is like the best photo of me, like I still think it's this one picture my sister took of me at like this like tea place with like these like big green leaves.
I know what you're talking about.
I know you know what I'm talking
Are you wearing that romper?
Yeah.
Yes.
When's the last time like I took like a photo that I'm like really like thought was like, I just don't take many photos that I'm like so like, oh, this was so good.
So those bikini photos were nothing to you? I love this one. If you had a superpower, what do you think it would be, like, realistically?
Realistically,
what would you want it to be?
Okay. I felt like for like a long time, like what I would want is just like to like be able to like instantly like teleport places.
That would be so nice.
Would I even have like a cool superpower, or would it just be something kind of stupid?
For me, I feel like the superpower I would want and the one I would get would be the same.
Aren't you fucking special?
Because, like, I'm so special.
And what would that be?
Mind control.
Okay, that's very hot of you. Like, I don't know, like my thought is like to do something like also kind of like a mental or like that kind of thing.
Yeah, I feel like you could easily have mind reading.
Yeah, that is probably what my first thought was. So, you already know my opinion on this because I've specified it many times. But like, and I'm asking this in a very specific way. What is the best time of day or night? I will explain for me, and I'm not kidding, the best time of day is 8 a.m.
And you guys should all tell them that they're absolutely insane for that.
It's
like, no.
It's probably, I was about to be like, it's probably not the best time of day in winter, but it actually still is.
I think the best time of day or night is either like noon or like 1 a.m.
Like noon, I hear you for sure.
Like noon is really good because you've done all the morning routine things that you needed to do, and they're out of the way, and you can get on with your life. And then 1 a.m. because it's like that's when the fun starts. That's when you're having a good time. That's when the vibes are going down. I want you to tell one of your favorite childhood memories about us. Story time! Story time!
You know, okay, so this is kind of strange, and it's also not a very clear memory in a lot of ways. I feel like I can have a bad time sometimes, like thinking of like a very like visual memory. But at this point in our friendship, we were like, we did kind of like everything like the same for like a while, I think. And I don't really remember like the specifics of this. In my memory, this takes place like in your backyard.
Okay, it easily could.
A lot of things did.
A lot of things did.
But I just know like, I don't know, was it about, it might have been about, God, it might have been like, because the problem is like I don't really remember what it was about, but I just remember like we like declared like being like rivals in this like memory, and it was like the first time like we had like any kind of like just not like agree on absolutely everything basically.
Okay.
So I'm like maybe it was like about like we're like agreeing like to like see who's gonna become taller, which is hilarious.
That is one of the things that I think we actually did. Like
we definitely did do that.
We fought about it. I wonder who's gonna become taller, guys.
That was such an embarrassing thing.
I wonder who. Well, the thing is, you were taller for so long.
Yeah.
You were like, I did not grow for so long.
I don't know what I thought.
So embarrassing for you. The funny thing is that after I got taller than you, I stopped wanting to be tall.
Yeah.
And I was like, I like wish we weren't, like I wish I wasn't taller, and I wish we could be the same height.
So sorry I didn't grow taller.
Yeah, so you ruined that for me.
Have you heard of like attachment styles?
Yeah.
What attachment style do you have or think you have?
I think I absolutely have secure attachments to people. Whenever you bring up that you're like worried about our friendship,
yeah,
I'm shocked. I'm like, but how?
How could you be worried?
But how? Because I really do get securely attached.
Yeah. Wow. What's that like?
Bro hit the gym.
No.
Are you talking?
They were talking to me because I don't work out. They know I
I literally peep these guns, bro.
these guns.
I fucking go to the gym every day, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck off, bro.
You do. I would never go.
What do you lift, bro?
I would never lift. I would never go to the gym. I couldn't even pick up a twink the other day, but
You literally couldn't even pick up a twink the other day. It was so embarrassing. So you, what's your attachment style, would you say?
well, it's obviously anxious attachments. I do think I arguably, it might even be worse than that. I arguably have anxious avoidant, but yeah.
We'll fix you.
I'm so well. I could be so much worse, guys. I could literally be so much worse, so.
What is your most toxic trait?
Ooh. So my instinct, and I don't know, there might be other traits that I have that are more toxic than this, but like my first thought is that, like, and also like a part of me is just like, this has been a part of me for so long, but I'm not sure that it's something that's like super as prevalent anymore, but maybe it's, I don't know, it's just like such a like a core of my being, but like I think of myself as like a control freak. I want everything to go my way, basically.
Okay.
And like, I think I can do a pretty good job most of the time of just, I don't know, like just like being like very diplomatic about things, but still making things go my way, basically.
Okay. Diplomatic, you say. Does that mean manipulative?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can be diplomatic about it. I can manipulate people into doing things my way. That's so hot of you. I love that. You love that about you. Serial killer? Who are you calling a serial killer? Or is that your toxic trait?
That's what I'm supposed to. So like, it's a little toxic.
Some might say it's toxic. Me,
I'm literally working on it.
I'm literally working on myself.
What are you doing?
I mean, I know that's about myself, so I acknowledge it.
How would you describe your aesthetic?
That's tough because I'm in a mid metamorphosis.
You're metamorphosizing as we speak.
As we speak.
Yeah.
I mean, I still feel like my aesthetic leans more towards like darker colors, grungy, gothy aesthetic.
Yeah.
And I like that aesthetic more than like a sweet, cute pastel aesthetic. I think I've had to kind of shift from my current hairstyle a little bit, and my aesthetic is a little bit preppier than it was. So I feel like my current aesthetic that I like the most, because you can't just live your life in one aesthetic.
No,
you have to be able to branch out and do other things.
And I should say, I was obviously talking about fashion, but I wasn't exclusively talking about fashion. I was kind of like broadly like.
Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, I feel like right now it's like it's a preppy grunge. Yeah. A preppy goth.
Realistically,
aesthetic. It's dark academia.
Amorification has taken a hold of you.
Yeah. Realistically, I'm basically Sunny IRL.
Yeah, you saw Sunny and you just said, I'm gonna be that.
And I was like, not only that, I am that already.
I literally am that. That's literally me, so yeah. I mean, that was me when I saw Cinema Roll. I wanted to be a Cinema Roll and now I am, so
that's your aesthetic.
It is my aesthetic.
Simply being Cinema Roll.
Simply being Cinema Roll. I mean, I like a range of like obviously like pastels, and like I do feel like, especially with like my like short hair, because like I used to feel like I can't even like be boy without like wearing like darker colors, and I still like to sometimes like wear like darker colors and stuff for that, but like I really don't need to. Like just like you can just not wear makeup, and as long as I'm wearing something baggier, I'm like, I literally am a boy. I'm just a boy.
It's awesome. If you were the main character in an anime, What would the genre of the anime be?
As an anime? Well, it would be a shonen battle series.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Fuck yeah.
I have so much shonen main character energy.
You kind of do.
I'm literally Naruto.
I could be in a yaoi series pretty easily.
You could definitely be. You're very yaoi coded.
Pretty yaoi coded character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you do during the purge?
What would I do during the purge? Can you explain what that is?
Okay, so the concept of the purge is literally just like, in the purge is a series of horror movies. I don't really know what happens in them though. I just know like it's basically like this idea that like in this universe there is a day every year where all crime is legal.
Oh, okay.
And
all
like
crime is legal.
All crime is legal this day. So you can do whatever that day. And you cannot get prosecuted for it. Like, or like any, like no,
okay, you can't get in trouble.
You
There's
can't
no
get in trouble.
consequences for
yeah,
crimes.
I think in the horror movies, like it's like, I don't know quite like what the story usually is, but like, you know, it's like you have to like constantly be like concerned about like everyone who's out to just murder as much as they can or something.
Yeah, I would worry about that.
Yeah.
But I would be thefting.
I'd be thieving.
I'd be stealing some shit.
What would you want to steal most then?
What would I want to steal? I would steal a car.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
I would steal clothes, absolutely.
I was thinking about that. I was like, I'll just steal clothes.
I would literally just steal clothes. Shoes, you know,
yeah,
etc.
Protect loved ones. That's so wholesome of you.
Ew. What would you say is your weakest skill in life?
Oh, yeah, I saw that one. I almost thought about writing that down.
Wow.
I
like it.
My instinct, like, thought when I saw that question too was kind of like the fact that I can't drive.
You're so right.
It's pretty weak.
It's kind of weak though. Well, I can drive, so.
Yeah, so you have no weak traits at all.
My traits are perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so strong in life. My weakest trait in life is that I have an addictive personality. That makes me susceptible to a lot of things. Susceptible. Especially an espresso. Can I get an espresso?
No, you may not.
Okay.
Are you sun or moon?
I'm a moon.
You're moon.
For real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Moon.
Not just because I'm a night person.
Yeah.
I just am.
You just are. Winter sun, summer moon. That was.
Yeah.
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 That's the dynamic.
It just makes sense.
Okay, out of curiosity, because we spent a very short amount of time on that, do you think Pinky Sussman is sun or moon?
Oh, he's sun for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, last question.
Let's hit it.
Hit it.
This is one just for us. In what ways am I different from when we met?
Well, you're so much more confident, obviously.
True.
At first, it was just like, you know, I was more friends with your older sister than with you. Gotten prettier since you first met? I mean...
Have I gotten prettier since I was 8 years old?
Yeah, I'd say you glowed up.
I glowed up, perhaps.
Like, there's no like there is child, and then there is being, like able to... Yeah,
like
an adult.
pretty.
Yeah, like, being an adult. Like, I mean, like... I guess, like, kids
can be pretty.
But it's a
I don't think I was
thing.
a pretty kid. I think that I was pretty objectively not a pretty kid, but yeah, you can be diplomatic about it. And be
but it's just like, I mean, I don't know, like, I didn't really think about, like, my friends in those terms, I think, like, at that age, basically, and...
Well, you'd be the only one.
Okay. I mean... Were you thinking in those terms 100% the whole time? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I was the main character of my life, so I actually didn't really think about other people for quite some time. Like, and the thing is, like, yeah, I was more friends with your older sister at first, and then, like, I don't even know if I felt, like, more close to you until, like, at some point, like she told me that, like, you were, like, copying me and we had to do something about it. And, like, we had to, like, this
my
is
older
a problem.
sister said that to you?
Yeah.
Oh, it was like an issue.
It was like an issue.
Well, yeah, because I'm sure my mom said that to my older sister and was like, you need to fucking fix this problem.
Yeah. So
I'm so problematic in my family.
it's your burden. Yeah. But I don't know. So, like, but, like, I don't know, like, I didn't really notice that, but, like, then obviously I was, like, very, like, hyper aware of it. But I just, like, I don't know, found that, like, we, like, just, like, got along, like, so well, and, like, all I wanted to do was just, like, hang out with you and just, like, I don't know. But at the same time, another part of me was just, like, oh, you're just going along with whatever I want to do. You'll just, like, and I was just, like, so it's, like, I just felt like you weren't really, like, expressing yourself at all. I had this conception that you were just always doing whatever I wanted to do, and you would just do whatever I wanted to do no matter what. And, like, that, like, you didn't feel comfortable, like, expressing. Conception. You're like, that was just fact, bro. I think, and I think that I felt that change, like, over the years. Like, it feels, like, very distinct now, but I think, like, I almost had, like, this, like, sense that, like, as you became, like, more, like, comfortable, like, self-expressing, like, becoming more, like, extroverted, like, I almost felt, like, myself, like, shrink in response to that, like, in this way, just, like, in our friendship, kind of. And, like, so, yeah, but now I just feel like we're at, like, a more balanced point of just, like, both being able to be fully individual, but, like, also we're still friends. Yeah.
We're still friends. Wow. Actually not friends with you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never
That's
mind.
like a bit of an assumption to make about us, but
Yeah, you're right. I'll go now.
Yeah, that's great. I think that I did get a lot more confidence, and I think that a lot of the growth that we did separate from each other was good, and it was good for our relationship.
We gotta cut out here.
But
But thanks for coming.
thanks for watching.
Good evening.